Hello again, and for today I am coming at you with some fresh content that I should have done a while ago, but honestly I had a bunch of shit going on, as I've already discussed, and now I lost my journal that I normally write all this stuff in, and I'm really concerned about that because a lot of racy stuff in there, of course. So I'm just really going off the dome for this one. I had saw, I think it was Pragmatic Culture, come into my comment section for the last Groiper Wars update to talk about the People's Convoy in Ukraine, and I don't give a fuck about Ukraine right now until it's over, because what I really want to do, if I do anything with that, is essentially do a commentary on noticing the signs of a CIA operation, much like Ukraine legitimately and totally is. I mean, we started a color revolution there, this, that, and the other that I get into in the commentary. And you guys, including myself, I would like to have something on the record stating the signs of a CIA color revolution to, essentially avoid global politics shit like people are falling for now as a result of the end of COVID. The end of COVID! Which really fucking grinds my gears. And yet again, I had another commentary for when the COVID pandemic was over to do, and it's in that journal, and I'm fucking, again, totally worried that I lost it on a job site somewhere, and they're gonna fucking find it, and I'm gonna get kicked off. So if I find that soon, I'm back into content full time. In the meantime, I'm gonna have to just do shit off the dome, which is really annoying, but I guess I am going to just talk about the People's Convoy, the Freedom Convoy stuff, all of the base truckers, and how this was a really effective tactic in the culture war, even though a lot of those people did get fucked. A lot of them did get money stolen from their bank account. I mean, Give, Send, Go recently just refunded everyone, which should just say that, yeah, the saga's over and the banks fucking rule everything, and yeah, this is not cool. But what it did show is that if they fear you, they can't fuck with you, because those people are some of the single most resilient motherfuckers on planet Earth. I mean, we have to shout out. We have to shout out Tyler Russell, even that hideous Jew Ezra Levant, for the leaders of the actual Freedom Convoy in Canada, for really standing up for their principles, their country, their freedom, their fellow man. I mean, what you guys did is nothing short of breathtaking. I mean, all y'all really did was gather all the truckers from all over the country, go into the capital city, park your shit there, and fucking wait it out. You know, have a party, fucking take a nap, like, do it all. And they did. You know, they had bouncy castles for the children, which was, again, kind of weird to me. But if they're going to have everyone involved, and it's just going to take days, then, you know what, fuck it. Leave some shit for the children. Maybe this time it's important to see children see what real freedom looks like, because they're not going to get that shit in school. Anyway, so yeah, the whole saga of the Freedom Truckers, what I think really encapsulates it is the fact that the media, the government, fucking global figures, like, I'm just stuttering all over myself because it's just the sheer magnitude of how powerful these truckers were in, that span of weeks, where they had parked their trucks in Ottawa, honked their horns until the fucking cows came home, and drove these fucking shitlibs absolutely insane, was nothing short of fucking epic. It was one of the single greatest political protests of the modern era. I'm so impressed I'm so pissed off America didn't come up with it first. I am incredibly impressed with all these Canadians who are genuinely like, I'm concerned about the state of my country, the state of the land I'm going to leave behind for my children, the state of the world that has just allowed global neoliberalism to just take over and impose its international order on fucking everybody. And as a result, you've seen some people rise to the occasion, like in Australia and New Zealand, and you see what I think is going on in America right now, which is essentially a giant grift of a convoy. If they were really serious, they would not have gone to Washington, D.C., the political capital, because as what happened with the D.C. convoy, they were forced to park outside D.C. as a result of all the shit that happened on Patriots Day last year, and now they're just circling the fucking Capitol, and they hosted a giant one-day event last week for the convoy. It was probably really futile protest. I haven't really I watched a couple videos, I should say. I'm not going to lie like that. I saw one about a couple speeches down there, which I thought were just weak sauce, and then they drove Ted Cruz around to some part of Maryland, I think, for a video. And yeah, you know, it would be cool if all the truckers in America would circle D.C. inside D.C., but you know what could have caused some real damage, and where? Taking all those truckers, going into fucking New York City, and gridlocking that bitch like a dirty whore in a dungeon. Like, all they had to do was fucking take that D.C. convoy and do it in New York City, and you would have this country on its knees. I mean, the best part, honestly, about Canada's Freedom Convoy is that the world reacted to that. I mean, not only... It's not because of Ukraine, alright? Whoever's saying that is a fucking liar. What happened was they didn't want the same thing happening in their country, so all restrictions just started getting lifted like crazy. So, again, this is probably going to be short commentary, so in conclusion, shout out to every single Canadian freedom activist, Chris Sky, Tyler Russell, the Freedom Truckers, the lady that organized the whole rally that got arrested and got all of her shit taken and was thrown in prison for peacefully protesting a tyrannical fucking government. You guys are the real fucking heroes. And for that, I absolutely 100,000% salute you. Oh, sevens in the chat, boys. So, in conclusion, this is what should have happened April 2020, May 2020, right around that time. It didn't. We had to suffer a lot of bullshit, and honestly, if workers actually did unite around the world, things would change, and you don't have to do that under communism. You should do that under nationalism, under fucking conservatism, under any banner that is not leftism. And yes, people's lives would improve if the working class actually were well informed and not told to be mindless dregs that do nothing but consume like good little economic units. All we have to do is stand up to the elites, and we can totally crush them. There are so many more of us than there are of them, and they know it, and that's why they try to control us every single day and want to enslave us to whatever kind of technological machinations they are trying to cook up right now. So, again, to all of the enemies of the freedom convoys and all of the anti-mask, anti-vaccine, anti-lockdown protesters of the world, you better fucking tread lightly, because now that this bullshit is over, none of us are gonna fucking forget what you did to us.